informative and contains my opinion and understanding of the subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi, guys. Oh, I don't even know where I'm at already. Go figure. Why can't I see me? Okay, that's weird. When I shut my... Can you guys hear me? How weird is that? If I do that, my picture shows up. But if I take my camera off, I'm not there. Hold on, let me try something. Hi, guys. Hopefully you could see me. Let me see. That's so weird. I don't know why you could hear me and not see me. Let me see if I change my background thing. If not, we might just have to do it with me not on here. Even though that sucks because I just got ready. Not that I did anything fabulous, but I like brushed my hair. All right, wait, let me see. Yeah, I don't know, you guys. I don't know why we... Oh, good. We're already having internet issues. Sounds just normal, right? I'm going to actually do this so that people know that I'm here. And then that way I could see when it moves that you guys could hear me. Why I try to fix this. So how's everybody doing? Hope all of you are well. There you go. I'll make myself look more like a disc. I have no idea. I'm trying here, you guys. That is so weird. Wait, edit mic, edit avatar, enable camera. I enable camera and it goes off. Let me see if I take away my background, if that works. Not that, I mean, I do this all the time and I don't have to do that, so not exactly sure, but let's see something. No, that just changed my logo. How about if I'm just playing around and clicking like, no, that just does breaking news in the corner. And let's take that off because we're not breaking news right now. Let's see. Let me try a different background and see if that works. No. Oh my gosh, you guys, that's so annoying. Okay, so we might just have to do it without you guys seeing me. Whatever. Got to do what you got to do. Hi, Harlot. Hi, Sarah. Oh, Sarah, I have to fix your thing. This is Sarah as a mod, but I don't know what's happening here. I don't know if Truth is on. I don't think so. Or Mark. So maybe I should go fix that. So we see you when you first come on. It freezes for a second, but then it's good. So hold on, let me take the camera thing off. So you mean when I do this, you guys could like physically see me? Let me know. I'll keep it on for a second and let me know if you guys could physically see me. Oh, I see in the corner. Maybe if I remove it and then put it back on. Let me see. Yes, what? You see me? How do you guys see me? I see nothing. That's so weird. Okay. All right. If you guys could see me, I can't see me. You could see and hear me, Cuffy. That's so funny. If you guys could see what I'm saying, on my screen, it just has the Dr. Vona thing in the background with the scales, but there's no picture of me at all, which is fine. I don't really care. Okay. So we're going to do the call-in show to see how people are feeling, especially about these new pictures, you guys. So wait, let me see if I can pull these up. They were under the, was it the state police? Let me think. It was the Idaho State Police, I believe. All right. New pics of BK. You don't even have to write his whole name anymore. I don't want to call him by his full name, actually. Let's see. Sarah, can you, why I go on, because I have to make you a mod again, because right now I have no mods in there. So that might be a problem. And I forget how to do this. I'm freezing. Huh. I wonder if it's better if I take my picture off. That way I'm not freezing looking, because if my voice doesn't freeze, if my voice doesn't freeze, then it might be better if I turn my picture off for a little bit. Maybe I'll go in and out with that. Under the ivory tower, yes. Did you guys see that? And again, so one of the reasons I wanted to come on, not wanted to, but one of the reasons I was like, oh my gosh, what are we doing? Is because I was looking at some of these things. First of all, I can't wait to look at these videos. Has anybody, not videos, books. Has anybody read any of those books that he has to read? And I'm dying to know, are these books that he had to use for school, or are they for, we might have to wait on the mod thing, because now I don't know how to do it again. So hopefully somebody will show up. That's a mod. Your voice is fine. You may have to restart a bit, but it's just the photo that's freezing. So then maybe I'll just leave it like this. And wait, why was sounds like Tolkien. All right, hopefully I sound okay. You guys let me know, because I really had fun with that live call-in show, and I wanted to do that again. As a matter of fact, before I even started the live, somebody called. I was like, what's happening? You have to wait until I start the show. We can't start calling in before I start the show. So let's do this. Wait, let me text Mark and Truth and tell them that I'm live, just in case. I'm sure they'll be here. I'm live. Oh my gosh, I just almost emailed the wrong person. That would have been funny. All right, let's see what happens. Hopefully we'll get someone in here. All right, let's see. You sound like Dr. Vona. I love that. Nothing like sounding like yourself. Which book? Oh my gosh, you guys, we have so much to talk about. You said which book? There's a bunch of them. So Sarah sent me a list of them. Let's see what we have here. There's a lot of them. Some of them are America's Safest Cities, Criminal Procedure, Let the Lord Shot Them, Unsafe Under Ivory Tower. That one I want to read because I'm interested to see. In my doctorate program, a lot of the stuff that we watch and read about is about Ivory Tower, which is the political side of college, if you think of it. How it's so expensive to go, da 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 da. But anyway, Unsafe Under the Ivory Tower is one that I want to read. Changed, Creepy. Sarah, what is that? Mass Incarceration on Trauma is the research methods book. That one's definitely for school because I teach it. So I thought that was pretty funny. So that one I know for a fact is for school. So let's see if I can pull up the Idaho State Police. Meanwhile, Daniel sent it to me. I don't know why I don't just have it right here. If somebody has a link and you want to put it in chat, that would be amazing because, yes, that's the name of the book, Creepy or Creep. I can't believe that's the name of the book. All right, let me see. Or I could just send them what Daniel sent me. I could copy and paste it. Let's see what happens. Copy. I'm going to go on to here. Look at this. I'm going to be smart about this. All right, let's go to my live. I'm going to put it in the chat. Let's see what happens, you guys. Oh my gosh, it's taking forever to load on my phone. Go figure. All right, here we go. Nothing ever worked right when I wanted to, but isn't that life? All right, paste. Let's see what happens, you guys. All right, hopefully that worked. Of course it did, but I have to copy and paste it into the thing. What is it? Idaho State Police justfoia.com. Let's see if I just do that. All right, let's see. And then what was the rest of it? / public portal. All right, now let's see what happens. I think I got it. Let's see, and then I'll pull it up. All right, I don't know what that is. Oh, this is for the records request. That's not what I want. I just want the damn things. I should have had this pulled up, but the problem was when I looked at the clock, it said 4:20, and I was like, oh, crap, I don't want to keep people waiting because I don't want to do that. I feel bad when that happens. So I just jumped on. So let's see. I got it, I think. There's a new platform. That's weird. I'm going to show you guys what I'm looking at so that you could just see with me. And then maybe somebody can tell me if I'm looking at the wrong thing. So it says new screen. So let's see. What is this? Do I go to the archives? Search archive? Or just click on portal archives and see? You would think it'd come right up. Moscow, here we go. There we go. Got it. Got it. All right, they're downloading. So let me make sure that you guys see the same thing I am. The pictures, oh, you don't see any of that. Go figure. Oh, can you guys see that? That's so weird. So I can't even see that. That's so weird. Hold on, I'm just going to stop the screen for 1 second so I can make sure that I'm sharing the right screen. But that's so weird, you guys. I can't even see. Like usually I could see what you guys are saying. And for a second I could. Oh, you know what I could do? Look at it on my cell phone. That's what I could do. Look, I'm trying to figure this all out, you guys. I'm like a one-man show. Oh, you can see it. That's so weird. And I'm going to take off my thing real quick to see what you guys say. Let's see. You guys, this is so weird. So on my cell phone, oh, you can see me. Hi, guys. All right. Maybe I'm going to shut that off, though, because it looks like it freezes a little bit. Oh, look, it's so far behind. That's so weird, you guys. All right, we're going to just start this. So I just wanted to see on my phone what we're looking at to make sure we're looking at the newest things. It's downloading. One downloaded prog. One is like downloading much quicker than the other. That's funny. One says it's opening in 43 minutes, and the other one that I just clicked on said it's opening in 16, 15, 14. I love when they do that. Right, let me stop the one to make it work quicker. So while we wait for that, does anybody want to call in? I'm cutting out in voice. No. Let me shut my... I don't even know how I can fix that. You guys, why do I always have an issue? Let me see. Okay, over here, it does look like I'm connected. So I don't know why I'd be going out. Like, it actually says that I have good connection for once, and I never have good connection. I wonder if I should switch over to a different one. I'm afraid. Let's see what happens. I'll try it. And if not, I'll just go back. We already have over 30 people in here, you guys. So we're going to start the call in a minute. Yeah, forget that. No internet. Oh, wait, here we go. Connected. I'm just staying connected on this one, you guys. It said that I had internet. Wait, what just happened here? This is Sarah says, get a new computer. Sarah, I love you. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. I do hate my computer. The problem is restart my computer if you have not in a while. I haven't. Can hear you. So I don't know what to do because some of you can hear me and some cannot. Suma, thank you. You guys, I need a new computer so bad. It's so embarrassing. This is my thing. If anybody knows about computers and stuff, is it really my computer as much as it is my internet? But I have high-speed internet, so it's just so freaking confusing why this happens. Okay, Sybil says she hears me perfect. Sarah's retired. That's her computer contribution. Sarah, I appreciate your computer contribution, I promise. Suma, I appreciate your computer contribution. Anything that comes in here, I am absolutely putting right back into the show. While we're waiting, because this download is almost done, why does it say paused? Oh, because I unconnected to the internet. I'm so glad I looked. All right, they're almost done. I had to keep going. Somebody just tried to call. Give me 1 second to answer the phone. Why I'm doing this, I want to go to my memberships and see if I can. I think every month you can like donate memberships. And I would hate, it's already the 30th. I would hate to do it and not have, how did I do it last time, you guys? Oh my God, I'm just not working today. It's just not happening. Why people call in and I talk to you, I'll look and see how I can donate memberships. I still think I have like 5 left for this. See, I almost said the semester. You guys could tell that I'm definitely back in the school mood, but I have to find it. So why somebody calls in, we will definitely, I'll definitely look into that so that I can give somebody a membership. Why not? You know what I mean? Might as well. Might as well. Thank you again, Suma. And thank you again, Sarah. All right. So let's see who's going to be our first call in. Oh, yeah. Ask Dan for DT computer advice. I should. Wait, what about the fact that my brother in the house right now is, oh, wait, Suma, I'm going to get to this in 1 second. Hold on. Because that's interesting. My brother in the house is actually like an IT person. So it's just absolutely ridiculous that this is happening to me. Suma says, Dan thinks ADHD medication can cause psychopathy. I'm not asking his advice on squat. Wait, really? I didn't know that. Well, I'll just let you know as somebody, I love Daniel. Daniel's like one of the best things that's happened to me on YouTube. I have to be honest. I will say though, I think what happened was about 20 years ago, we got like really big on giving medication to like anyone who was acting out. And Dan is younger than me. So it could just be, I see you're calling. Give me 1 second, Sarah. Let's give it a sec. Because I don't have the pictures up yet. They're still downloading because my computer sucks. But anyway, back to ADHD medication. People are just calling in, you guys. My phone's just going nuts. I do think that for some people, it's definitely needed. For me, to be honest, you also have to remember that medicine, ADHD medicine specifically, only works for so many hours, right? So if you're taking it like twice a day, then it's working for like maybe 12 hours a day. The other 12 hours, it's not working. So it doesn't work all the time throughout the whole day. However, on the days that I work, if I don't take it, I'm all over the place. And to be honest with you, I probably should have taken it a little bit later than I did today. So once a day, you take it, Sarah. I take it twice a day when I'm working, which is Monday through Thursday. And then I took one today because I'm going live. However, I took it so long ago that it's like worn off a little bit. So I'm just being honest. I love that I could be honest with you guys because I want everybody there to be honest with me. All right, you guys, let's see. Who's going to be our first call in? I have a feeling it's going to be Sarah trying to call in. Let's see. Let's see what happens. And I have to make sure that it connects to the computer. It should. I should have connected all that before I came in. I did. All right, hold on one sec. Sarah, I know that that's you again. It's connecting my phone right now, so give it a sec. Oh, it says it's connected, so now it should work. All right, let's see. Usually when someone calls, it'll come on my screen and say, do you want to pick it up on here? So try that again, Sarah, or whoever just called. It's saying that someone called in. Usually it comes up on my screen. Of course, it's not coming up right here.
41.
Oh, it is.
357 2810.
Oh, wait, I could. Hello. Hey, hold on one second. I'm going to connect you to my. Hello. Who am I speaking with?
Hello?
Hello.
You're cutting in and out of the bit, but I hear you.
I'm cutting in and out. I'm transferring you to the PC. Let me transfer you to the PC. Hold on one sec. I'm hitting transfer to PC. Let's see. Because I want you to stay on the phone. So it's saying call a mobile device. Okay. Transfer to PC. I know, right? I do need human resources. You're right. It's like not going over to my computer, and I don't know why. Call back right now because I have it up, and I'll make sure that I answer for you. Nobody else call. I want this person to call back. That way I can get it on the computer so everybody on the computer can hear you. Can you hear me? Yeah, hang up and call right. Yeah, hang up and call right back so that I can pick it up on the computer. All right, bye-bye. All right, so the person that just called is going to call right back so that I can pick it up on the computer so that all of you can hear it. Fingers crossed that it works. All right.
541 357
Except on
2810.
PC. Hello.
Hola, ¿qué pasa?
You're on now. Look at that, you guys. I fixed it.
Hello?
Whew. You're
I
on.
can hear you.
You can hear me? We can hear you. Everybody can hear online, right? I think so, yes.
Yeah, a little bit better, yes.
Okay, so who am I speaking with?
You can call me Maria.
Maria?
No, this is Sarah.
Oh, Sarah, you're an ass. I love you. What's going on? I don't know why I didn't
You walked
notice.
right into it.
I do all the time.
I know.
So what's going
I
on?
know. The Daniel one was even funnier.
Yes, it was because
I
Daniel
thought that-
Daniel has such a distinct voice, and when Daniel has such a distinct voice, and when I listened back when we were on the phone or whatever, I was like, how did I not hear that was Daniel? Like it was so like
Well,
duh.
when Mark called me the other day, that's when I answered my phone. I was just joking. I said, "Hola, ¿qué pasa?" And he was like, "Is Sarah there, please?" I was like, "Mark, really?
That's
Really?"
That's actually
He was like, "Yeah, no, that was convincing."
that's funny. So what's going on? What do you think about the new documents?
Well, I think that definitely the books will be the most interesting things to, like, I was trying to get summaries on a lot of them. Like, I know at least 2 of them were textbooks that he had for class, but the one about, I forget what it is, Under the Ivory Tower or whatever, the summary on that one was real creepy.
That's the
It
one
was
that I
like
said I wanted
about-
to read. What is it about?
It's about sexual assaults on campus.
Wow. Wow.
hmm I don't know, like, in what context it's written or anything like that, but yeah, that would be super relevant.
Yes, it will. Oh, well, that's interesting. That one I definitely want to read then.
And the only other remark or observation I wanted to share, because I thought it was really, really funny, considering that Brian's such a pansy. He didn't only have cooking oil, okay? He didn't only have virgin cooking oil. He cooked with virgin cooking oil.
Really?
Yeah, I've never heard of that before.
That's funny. That's funny. Wait, did you see all the
The
pictures?
irony.
I was going to say, did you see the pictures?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
they're a little bit, there's some in there that I'm like, oh, well. They're almost undownloading
His
over here.
apartment just creeps me out.
Wait, I do have a
Just knowing
question.
what he's done in there.
I have a question for you,
Yeah.
since you do behavior analysts and
Sure.
stuff like that. So what did you think of the fact that everybody, okay, well, first of all, before, and I know you know this, but let me just, for the people listening, you don't have to, if you have OCD, it doesn't mean that you're a germaphobe, right? And we all know that. However, when we look at the pictures of him inside the prison, his hands are all red, and people said like he washes his hands all the time. But then when you look at those pictures, there was nothing like germaphobe ish that I saw. Like there was so much dust, dirt, like it was not organized.
Yeah, he was not that clean. I think what you're saying ties into something bigger.
Tell me, what do you
that
think?
ties into right now in prison, his loss of control and the ways that he's trying to have it.
100%.
Because I think the more out of control he is, the more things he has to control, and the more rigid he has to be. And I don't know if he was planning on coming back or not. I don't know whether he was or not. It's hard to say.
It is hard to say.
Looking at that apartment.
What about that card that he got? There's a card, you guys, and if you have, we're going to see them in a second. It's almost done downloading on my computer, but
I wonder if that was from the DNB.
What?
Didn't he get on a list or something?
No, the
Did
card.
they send him a card on his birthday?
No. Oh, you think the DMV sent that?
Oh man, I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh no,
I
I feel
remember he
like.
got on a Christmas card list or something.
Oh yeah, I got you. No, there was like a card that he had out like by his TV, and it's a picture of like it's like a professor and a dinosaur, a professor riding a dinosaur, and it's like it literally somebody like drew like a line, and they said for both of your egos. I was like, oh my gosh, that like.
Oh my God, I can't believe he kept it.
Yes, and it's out. I don't know. I thought that was crazy.
He wanted people to see it. He wanted people to see it then, I would think.
I do too, because under it said, it was a quote, and it said, you know that quote, like walk with it. What is it, like walk silent, but with a big stick or whatever? And then under that it says, unless you can ride a dinosaur, then do that. And I'm like, hang on.
Well, it doesn't sound very formal.
No,
I mean, it does sound kind of formal.
Right.
Like,
well,
I don't really know you.
No. Oh, that's true. And somebody maybe too that is calling out his ego and stuff, right? He's very egotistical.
Oh yeah, everything is ego with that dude for sure.
So what?
Sure.
Let's see. So hi, Jeff H. Jeff H says that birthday card says Bryem. That is funny. It says Bryem, and it said, could that be how the Asian girl pronounced his name?
It could be, or he could have told people he spelled different. He could have told different people he spelled his name different ways.
And Jeff points out
that kind of crap all the time.
Jeff points out a really good point. The date on the card, so the date is on the card, his birthday, and it says the date on the card seems to be a highlight, and it's literally, I think, written in highlighter. So it is a highlight of it. But Brian, that's funny that you say that, Jeff, because a lot of people that
maybe they didn't know him well.
Well, no, it's not that. When English isn't your first language, sometimes you could get the spelling off, because a lot of my students, when they like email me, they spell my last name wrong, and if they try to spell my first name, they often spell it Jemmy, like Jemmy instead of Jamie. So
really,
so there could be something to what Jeff H is saying. Like that sounds pretty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So maybe that could be.
You could be right. You could absolutely be right.
Yes.
And I think that was one of the only people that had anything positive to say at any point.
That is so
that's
true.
Probably a good guess.
It's me. Mike says he wasn't fired until December 19th, so he likely was going to come back if he was still in the clear. So I get it. And I also think it's me, Mike. What about the fact that I think that even if he knew that he wasn't going to win, I think he would have came back and tried to fight it on an intellectual basis. Does that make sense?
He had nothing left to lose.
He had nothing to lose. Exactly. So I think he would have went back.
He probably would have flown back.
Wasn't he like afraid of flying?
I don't believe that. I think that was a bullshit lie to.
I didn't
car
believe
out
it
of
either.
there.
I didn't believe it either. Sybil says that it could be from a family member, and then Baby Doll says my first thought was the Asian girl who was his coworker. Oh, on
It
the
could
whiteboard, CK. Oh, look at this one. On the whiteboard, it said Dor Brian with his name squared off, which is odd too. Wait, what?
Is it from
Oh,
a younger person, maybe?
no, I know which picture you're talking about. As soon as they open, I don't know why it's like, go figure in my computer. But I will, as soon as they're done downloading, I'll pull them up because it's so interesting. So interesting.
It is. That sounds interesting. Yes, it does.
Cuff You says I found them. Awesome, Cuff You. Cuff You, I found them too. They're just
What
downloading.
you find?
I guess the pictures.
She found.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Suma says, what did we
Yeah,
all
she's
think?
on it.
Suma wants to know what we thought about his academic advisor's interview. I don't think I saw it. What interview, Suma? I need to see that.
I don't think I saw that either. Because that was Randland. Oh, that was at the sale. Oh, you mean Professor Snyder?
Oh,
yes.
yes. I don't know, but if she's talking about Professor Snyder, that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I
want to know why everybody at WSU knew what he was, and nobody at DeSales knew.
That's what I said. I said that last live. I definitely agree with that. Like, I don't, and it's not that we don't know, but then somebody, when I said that last live, somebody did have a good point. They said, is it that nothing happened, or is it just not a matter of public record, like the stuff at the?
Well, I mean, he was still creeping women out. But you know that because he got kicked out of that bar in Pennsylvania and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Marilyn, if you hear this, have a great day. And when you catch it on the replay, I appreciate the replay people too. So Jeff says, I heard he was afraid of flying. I heard that too, but I don't know how true it is. And then
Are psychopaths afraid of flying too?
I don't think it's like a psychopath thing. You know what I mean?
But I'm just
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
like, would they
but
be afraid?
They don't process fear the way that we do. So what does that mean?
No,
I'm
you're
afraid of
right.
flying. That could mean just come and drive my car. I think he felt safer with his dad there driving the car. So if he got pulled over, there would be more than one person there in the car.
That's actually a good
They
point,
said
you guys.
he's getting more and more paranoid. They said he's getting more and more paranoid as time, as time passed.
Guess
And,
what?
I mean, granted, it's a false sense of safety, but I think he felt that way.
So, okay. So at first when you were like, Jamie, do people do psychopaths, whatever. I was like, but then you're actually right. So I don't know that he would have, psychopaths feel fear, but I don't know how afraid he is to fly.
Right.
Or wait, could it be that he just doesn't have control in the air? So he'd rather drive where he's the one driving and in control.
That's a good point too. But I mean, I don't know. He's just such a fucking psychopath. I don't think that's the reason he didn't fly home.
Gotcha.
I'll say that much for sure.
Jeff, I do have the link to
And maybe that's the story he tells.
No,
yeah, you can let me go. That's fine.
No, I'm just answering questions while we're on here.
Oh, okay.
I was just answering what Jeff was saying. Jeff, I do have the link, Jeff. I don't know why it's taking so long to download them on my computer, and I feel like there was a link that you could have just...
Somebody uses virgin olive oil.
Yes, just like him, right?
Yes, he really does. I've never even heard of that.
No, you're right.
I just think that would bother his ego to have to buy something like that. I think he's that petty, man.
Well, what about the numbers? Truth, I'm surprised Truth isn't on because she was talking about the numbers, like apparently, and I have to really look into these photos more. Like I saw them, they just came out yesterday, so I saw them briefly, but I want to stop and read all of the pages that they took pictures of. I feel like there's a lot.
Yeah.
There's one page that I can't wait to show you guys. Not show you, obviously, if you've seen the pictures, you've seen them. But there's this one page that I want to highlight.
They were papers he'd written or papers that he was grading.
Oh no, they were papers he was writing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at least the one that I want to highlight. But I don't know if he was writing lecture notes. I don't think he was. When I show you guys, I'm interested to see what you guys think. Cuff You also says, I think it was Cuff You that said that it took a while to download too. So mine is, it says it's almost done downloading. We'll see what happens. But in the one that I want to show you guys, he literally, it looks like he's writing down observation notes, like about how other people behave. It's so interesting. You'll see.
That falls right in line with what he would do.
100%. And I don't know exactly what he said in the photo, but this is literally like 95% downloaded. So I'll show you in a minute. So wait, let me see what other people are saying in here. So we have, he was likely planning to get rid of the car. Mike, I agree with you 100%. I think they even said that he was like looking into selling the car. So he was like actively looking into the possibilities. So, which is so interesting.
I don't know if you'd have to ask mom and dad first, though. Might be their car.
1,000%. 1,000%. But this is the thing.
I'm not sure it would be that easy for him to do without their permission or I mean, what reason is he going to give?
Okay, so
what's wrong with your car, Brian?
The reason he would give is that there's too many miles on it and that he wants to get rid of it while he could still get money for it.
I think that might make him think he's on drugs again.
Why?
Because he's trying to get money for a car. He's trying to sell a car that works.
I would assume that if it was his parents' car, that they would have to like help him in like the transfer of title and stuff. So
like, I know it was in his name technically, but you know, it may have been like they said, go take this one and go or whatever.
I agree with that. When I was younger, my first car was eventually in my name, but it was really my mom and dad's car.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I do agree with that. I agree with that 100%. All right, Sarah. So I'm going to open these in a minute, and I'm going to see if somebody else wants to call real quick. And then you could always call back in. All right? Mwah.
All right. All right.
Good talking to you. Bye-bye. Okay, you guys. So while it says that these are done in 1 minute, it says it's opening the file in 1 minute. So I'm excited to see these because I definitely want to show you guys this one. Not the one. There's a lot of documents or pictures I want to show you, but this one, to me, says a whole lot on a behavioral analysis like aspect. Somebody could call in if you want. These are literally 99% downloaded. It literally says it's opening it up now. Complete. Look at that. So let me see what you guys see. I would cry if it downloaded the whole thing and there was no picture. So where are these pictures at? Share this tab instead. You guys, look at this. I'll cry if this is what the result of this is. Jeff, do you have a different, like, is there somewhere, you guys, that we could just click on it? Because I just downloaded this whole thing. Oh, wait, here they come. I think they were just loading. Oh, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. It says batch released. Where are they? It says sharing file at a StreamYard, and I don't see it. Ugh. I just downloaded the newest photos from ISP. Only took mine less than a minute. Thank you, Verizon. Jeff, I'm thinking, so you're like techie guy. You know how I always blame my computer for sucking so bad? Could it just be my internet sucks? I have Comcast. And I spend, you guys, like $300 a month. Yes, you're right. Plunder has them. You know what? And I'm on Plunder's Patreon. I wonder if she uploaded them to Patreon, because if she did, I just have to click on her link. So that was a good idea, whoever just mentioned Plunder. And if not, we have her, she goes through the pictures with like music in the background, which we can mute the music and look at them. Oh, did you guys, as I'm looking through this, did anybody see that new mass murder? That was horrible. All right, let's see what we have here. Download. No, they're videos. See all. I'm on Plunder's thing now. If not, I'll just put on her YouTube, and hopefully she won't mind. Let's see. So the latest thing she puts on is about Officer Noonan's body cam when he arrives. Brian's hit list of 4 women, which I didn't really look at much. Yeah, I don't know that she has the whole thing here. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, no, this is pages, 36 and 35. So let me just go to her YouTube. Paula, if you watch this, girl, I've been a subscriber of your Patreon, the paid one, forever. So hopefully you won't mind this. Plunder's an awesome person. She just asks that people give her credit where credit's due. So, and I agree with that. All right, so hold on. We're going to put, and I'm going to share this with you. New screen. All right, here we go. So this is Plunder's video again. So everybody go to Plunder. I'm sure everybody is already, wait, someone says, oh, $300 for internet. So Baby Doll, it's not just for internet, it's also for like the cable, but it's definitely a little bit over $300 a month for my internet, and it's unbelievable. We even tried the whole like we're going to get Verizon thing, and it worked a little bit, but it like brought it down from like $350 to like $310. It didn't go to the twos. I wanted to go to the twos. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this though. Like I'm sure there's a cheaper way. My brother is probably in the other room right now. Like I tell you all about it. Maybe I'll actually listen to him. Okay, so I love that Plunder isn't shy about her belief in God. I respect that greatly. I like that she reads the verses at the end of her videos. So let me just make sure on my YouTube that I could see. Yes, I could see Plunders. It's so funny that I can't see up here. Okay, so you guys could see that. Let's put it on for a minute and see what Plunder has to say.
A bunch of photos from Idaho State Police that have really emerged. I'm going to make that go a little faster. And I'm just going through them now and thinking of my thoughts. And I realized some of them are inside Brian's apartment at Steptoe Village in WSU.
Real quick, does anybody know what these steps are? I was like confused when I watched this yesterday as to whose steps these were or where these steps come in the picture.
And so we'll see some things. Obviously, police were just getting photos of every single thing they could. I'm not going to narrate the whole thing. Some of them, of course, are still inside the 1122 King Road house. But then others of these images, they switch over to Brian's apartment. And we can even end up seeing a birthday card that was written to him. We're going to see some interesting writings by Brian, and he liked to write down dates, apparently. Let's see if I can speed this up a little bit more. Some of these we've seen outside the home, but then pretty soon it switches over and we see, for example, Brian's clothes. You'll see quite a few blue shirts. Now, this is where we're switching over, and I will play this entire document coming up. I'll probably overlay it with some other kind of audio or video or something to have something going. But it's like we'll see a lot of stuff. If this is all Brian's apartment, I was trying to figure out what's his apartment, what part.
You guys, I want you to take notice of pictures like this one where everything is just a mess. And again, I do want to make sure that I remind everybody that as somebody that has obsessive compulsive disorder, to have obsessive compulsive disorder does not mean that you're a germaphobe. However, if you are a germaphobe, you have obsessive compulsive disorder. So let me say that again. You can have obsessive compulsive disorder and not have the germaphobe type. But if you've been diagnosed a germaphobe, you do have OCD. My thing is, I never felt like he had OCD. I always felt like his obsessions are more about rigidity and control. The types of things that you see specifically in like schizoid personality and obsessive compulsive personality. So if anybody knows about those things, I'm wondering what your thoughts are too.
541
Is Brian's
someone's calling.
perhaps?
Oh no, somebody was calling and I think I just accidentally hung up on them. So if you call back, I will answer. I went to hit accept and I hit reject.
Office, I'm trying to distinguish. But there were quite a few things left if this is indeed his apartment. You know how we've heard that it looked like Brian wasn't coming back? Well, I don't know. Maybe he was. I've been really looking at this in detail, trying to get that card, that birthday card, but we can't quite see what it says because some stuff obviously is pretty redacted. They don't want us to know, of course, who sent him the birthday cards. And I'm thinking, what were these cards still doing there in his apartment?
Okay, you guys. So as I was waiting there real quick, I looked over and my download did come up. So let's go through these pictures. I love Plunder. Everybody go to Plunder, but I do want you, I do have access right here. So let's just look. So here's the pictures. I guess they were just taking a second to download. So let's look at this. And I'm shutting off the other things in the background so that maybe it'll like run my internet a little bit faster. Okay, so let's look at this. Yes, I love her Patreon too. Yes, OCD, he's a control freak. Thank you, Mike. Mike says OCD. The pots and pans, okay. That was a little interesting about the pots and pans. All right, so let's look at these photos. So again, I don't know if anybody knows where this is at. These photos right here of the steps. But I'm going to go down a little bit further. Sorry if you get... Oh, look, there's blood on it. That's why they're showing it. Yeah, that makes sense. Go out a tiny bit so we could see. You guys, where is this? Are these rocks that there's blood on them? And does anybody know if the blood was ever tied back to anybody at the... look right here. If it was tied back to anyone, I feel like Jeff would know this. I don't know why. Look at that. I can't believe how little blood there is for like such a horrific crime. Sarah, thank you so much. If Plunder agrees, would you collab with her? I would collab with Plunder 100%, but Plunder doesn't do live streams, and I totally respect that. So, but yes, if Plunder was like a live streamer and Plunder was like, oh, do you want a live stream? I absolutely would. The other thing you said is if I got Plunder agree. Oh, you said it again. Thank you, Sarah. You did not have to do that. I don't think I would even ask Plunder. I would feel bad to put her on the spot like that because I feel like she doesn't like to live stream. But again, if she did, of course I would. But I wouldn't want her to feel like she had to do something like that. All right, so let's keep going here real quick. Look at this blood. I don't know whose blood this is or if we were able to pinpoint it back to anybody at the crime. We have these pictures here of inside of the house, which we've seen earlier on other lives, like with the DT show. Does anybody have any idea, or what is your educated guess, your hypothesis on why these two pictures are important? So again, right here we have the vent. So it's the one side of the vent, and on the other side's the other side of the vent. I don't know if they're like showing the screws here. Like what? I don't know what the point of that picture is. So I'd be interested to see what others have to say and what they think that might be the relevance to that. Oh, Jeff says, I would love to know where those steps are. Maybe they're near his apartment. Oh, see, Jeff, I thought you would know where they were. I don't know why. The steps are on the Idaho campus. Nothing important. Steps are called Gathering Place, wherever that is. Thank you, guys. Oh, there's blood drops by the vent. Let me see. Where at? I don't see blood drops. Oh, right here. Is that what they're thinking is blood drops? Like, I see. Yeah, I guess I could see that. Right here, I think, is what you're referring to. Is that blood? I don't know. But I guess they have to show or test it just to be sure. Okay, so over here we have the hallway. You guys, this is right like across from Dylan. Like, how scary is that to think that he could have opened, I don't know, her door, or I don't know. That's just so scary to me to think how close she got to like a horrible ending. But this just shows their closet with their mops and stuff. I'm not worried that it's all messy. I feel like that's just normal for their age group. Over here, you guys, this is Xana's car. So these are the things they found, or no, these are the things that they are Xana's cards, but these are the things that they found in the couch. Somebody last night on a different live was asking about these red dots. These are not blood. I have an old, it's not even that old. It's literally like 3 or 4 years old. And it was an expensive couch. And this is like happening on my couch. So that's literally just from people like sitting on it and the couch just starting to break down. I will tell anybody if that happens to you. I know this is going to sound so funny. Yes, cracked leather. This is going to sound funny and it's going to show my age. But if you, like if it gets like that red color right there and it's like noticeable where like now you're looking in the room and you're noticing that instead of the whole room, put shoe polish on it, black shoe polish. This is going to show my age, but it works. Okay, so over here we have more credit cards. Then we have, I believe this is Xana's car. So tell me if I am wrong. I believe that's Xana's car. So there we go. Oh, I don't know. I guess they blacked these out because maybe they were IDs. Oh, I thought that was the key. It's a mask, a COVID mask. Over here, I don't know why they blacked these out. I don't know if they had like people's addresses on them or whatever that may be. And then over here, they're just, you know, showing more. There's obviously something in here that they found the need to put a black box over. And then they actually get closer on it. So I don't know what that could be in the glove compartment. Let's see. Got that meat allergy from those weird new ticks, and she couldn't use pans that ever cooked meat because it would trigger her sickness. Oh, okay. So I guess what, Harla, I don't think I heard the like beginning part, but if we're talking about the OCD with the pots and pans, I don't know if this is what you're saying, but it did make me think of this. Could it be that it had more to do, like you were saying, with meat triggering like his health aspirations at the time, more so than there was animal on there? But I don't know, maybe not. So who knows? I don't know that. I mean, I don't have any like brain scans that could help me decipher. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we have is that a smashed phone? Or is that just the cover? It looks like it's smashed. Okay. What's the significance of this, you guys? Like, why do they have this as evidence? I guess just because it was in the car. And then I'm assuming this is Kaylee's new ride, which I love. His meat in the freezer was almost fake meat, though. Oh, I can't wait to see that. I missed that. Oh, look how nice this is. When my kids were younger, I was always like, I can't get white seats. It's going to be a mess. But now that I'm old, it looks so sharp to me. All right, let's see. Cuff you. I don't know why, but it held your one that said the S word. I don't know why, and I don't know how to make it go through, but just know that I did not delete your comment, nor did anybody else. YouTube put, it says something, but I would have to go in and like click. You guys, Cuff you said check that shit out. But for some reason, YouTube was like, no, Cuff you. We're not going to write that. And I don't know why.
Known caller.
Oh, no. Okay, so here we go. So this is SkyWest. Oh, that looks like a paycheck, doesn't it? Or not a paycheck, a check. I just said a paycheck, a check. I think that was Maddie's. And then this car, is this one of the Chapin cars, the red one? And then this car, I'm not sure whose this car is. There was a lot of cars in the driveway. Over here, we have, this is just the couch. And again, here goes the red cracked leather. That happens. This is one of my biggest pet peeves right here, you guys, when the couch splits in the middle. That has nothing to do with the case. It just drives me crazy when I see a couch that opens up. Over here, we have, oh, you know what I noticed that was weird about this picture? What's up with like the lines over here? I don't know what that's about, but the reason I noticed them is because when we get to another picture where we have to decipher wording, those like dotted lines actually make it hard to read it. Look, we have a Swifter over here. I think we're now entering Brian's, or BK. I don't even want to call him his name. We're now entering BK's apartment. Okay, so over here we have, let's say, well, I went too far. There we go. So over here we have his blinds. Look how like, I mean, I'm not trying, I don't know what other people have in their house, and this is not saying anything about anyone's decorating, but it's like literally all white. Like there's no color at all. Like his blinds are white, his walls are white, the door is white. Did anybody else notice that? I don't know if that is like to give an appearance of it being clean. I'm not sure. But this door right here, you guys, goes to the outside porch. So he has an outside, it's like a balcony, an outside balcony. And wait till you see his view. It was actually a pretty nice view. I also was looking here, and I don't know if it's just the mom and me, but I was like, oh, wow, the glass is pretty clean. But there's so many other parts of the apartment that I don't see clean at all. So let's see. There are tons of pictures that aren't relevant to the case. They snap anything because they don't know what might be relevant down the road. Oh, I agree. It's super clean minus the water stains. Oh, wait till you see this, though. It's clean. However, it's a mess. Wait till you see how messy it is. He had a room too that wasn't used. Okay, so it's me, Mike. Yeah, so in college or universities, when this is so weird too. So like even if you have like a big ass like apartment with like 3 or 4 people in it, if there's one person that like drops out last minute and they don't have a replacement roommate, they lock the door. It's so weird. When I was in college, my roommate at the very last minute didn't come back and they never replaced my roommate, but there was no locked doors. Like I just had the whole place to myself, which was really cool. But yes, they locked the door and it's now, I don't know, was the bedroom door locked? I'm not sure, but from what we heard, it was. So this is outside. You guys look at the water in the, like it looks like it was raining. I think this overlooks the playground and there's like a little playground right here for kids. And then over here is like a basketball net. But I was like, that's actually a pretty nice view, like sitting outside and, oh, there you go, the basketball net. So he overlooks, and that's literally right there. Look at that. And didn't he like to, I don't know. No, he liked baseball. I think that's what it was. But this is another thing. So out here is where the kids play. I wonder if that annoyed him, like having all the little kids around. He seemed like he'd get annoyed at those things, but I made that up. Don't tell anybody that he really felt that way. I'm just asking. We're making an observation. And then over here, I think, I don't know why they took this so up close. I don't know if it's this little dot right there. Over here, they're showing, this is where it looks so desolate, you guys. Like, look, there's just a vacuum and even this. Look how clean, I noticed this. Look how clean the dustpan is. If we zoom in, that is a clean ass dustpan. Even on the bottom here, like there's no like hair or anything caught. Like this looks like it was very clean. I don't know, just an observation. However, there's so many other things that are so messy. Wait till you see. I'm assuming they get new rugs every time somebody moves in. That to me would just be like standard. All right, I'm just zooming back out so we can see the whole picture. All right, now we're going to start to see a little bit of the mess. So on that right side, this is where we saw the broom and the vacuum, okay? So now they're looking in here. We see the broom and the vacuum again. They're going to go to the other side. We have hangers here, which shows that he takes all the stuff. This to me wasn't like a red flag that he wasn't coming back though, because when my daughter came home, she just graduated, but when she came home for Christmas, for in between the summer and stuff, they had to take all of their stuff. So I'm not sure if he had to take his stuff or if that's different. I mean, he clearly left stuff, but you're supposed to take like the majority of your stuff. You're supposed to unplug everything in the house. If you have any candles, you have to get rid of them because you're not supposed to have them at all. They're a fire hazard. So there's just a lot of things, but you see that he leaves things behind. I don't know what this is right here. I don't know if anybody else knows. Yeah, I don't know what that is. It looks like a tarp of, oh, is that like an air mattress? I'm not sure what that is. All right, now we're starting to get a little bit of the messy stuff, okay? So he has, and I'm not picking. The only reason I'm observing this is because of the OCD stuff, okay? So that's why I'm observing this. So look at this, you guys. I don't have OCD, and this is making me nervous. Does that make you nervous? That makes me nervous. Like, I feel like all of these things right here on the right-hand side should be on their own shelf. These papers right here, first of all, he probably doesn't need 3/4 of them. I'm dying to know what these are. These are receipts of some sort. I tried to zoom in before, and I didn't I wasn't able to really see anything. Let me see. I didn't really look on the bottom. But I'm not really sure what this stuff is. What do we have over here? Flathead. Oh, wait till you guys see how much money he probably spent at the Home Depot or something along those lines, like a Lowe's type place. He has like a ton of stuff that he bought. And I don't know if it was to like fix things or like, I mean, I'm sure he had to put things together when he moved there. I also don't think that he took a lot with him on his ride there. So the stuff that we do see in the apartments aren't usually furnished. So that's another thing. Yeah, this is so not organized to me, baby doll. This would drive me crazy. Oh yeah, it's me. Mike said there's a lot of screwdrivers. Somebody else said handyman. That's actually fun. Oh, Sarah did. Yeah, so wait till you see. There's a ton of flathead screwdrivers. How many do you need? So over here, these are like the little booklets when you buy stuff, and they come with a little booklet. Again, this annoys me. I feel like they have those accordion folders that you can like put these in or something. I don't know. I don't know if it's just the mom and me. And then over here we have his priority mail. It looks like there's stuff in there, but I don't know what. What is this over here? Anti-glare. What is that? Are these? Wait, hold on. I have to go in because now it's just going to bother me. What is this? I can't read that. Vapor verification. Cable. Is it a cable? Okay, whatever that is. So he's got something over there. I'm sure somebody in chat will know what that is and they'll tell me. And then we have our iron. Oh, was that the box for the iron maybe? That could have been the box for the iron. But again, the rug looks real clean. He looks like he unplugged. Well, that was to the iron, but they're supposed to unplug everything. I don't know why there's. Yeah, look at that. See, I said that's probably I wish I would have just kept going because it shows you here. So that was the box for the iron. I don't know what's in this box. Look, it looks like he started to organize a little bit. There's a couple things, but then he's got like the bag over there. It's just annoying. Like all these bags. And look at this would drive me crazy if I went in my daughter's house and I saw all this. I'd be rearranging.
541-816-2301.
Sarah, is that you calling? Hold on. Hello.
Hi there.
Sarah.
This is Tisa. How are you?
Oh, Tisa. Meanwhile, I'm like, Sarah, is this you? Because Sarah like tries to trick me with different voices. Hi, Tisa. What's going on?
Nope, it's Tisa.
I'm so glad you called in. What's going on?
I was just watching your live screen. I was just watching you, and you're going through the pictures and stuff. And one of the things that struck me that was so interesting. Now, I'm not a psychologist, but I have taken psychology before.
Yeah, you don't have to be a psychologist.
One of the things is like,
you don't have to be a psychologist to make observations, right?
Yeah. Anyway, one of the things that I found so interesting was, it's so interesting how he was always very clean cut and very put together. On the outside world, he kind of showed like he was this perfect guy. But as you can tell, like when you open up his cabinets, it's a mess. And it's almost kind of like.
Well, Tisa, I think you just broke up at the very end. Oh, Tisa, you broke up.
Well,
oh, wait, there you go. Now I can hear you again. So I got to wait, but you're making such a great point. So I want you to finish with this. So what we heard up to is that on the outside, he looked so like buttoned up. And then when you open up the inside, it's a mess. And then it went out. So tell us what you were saying after that, because you're so right.
Yeah, and that's something that's very interesting about his house, because from the outside, it looks very clean. But once you start going into like his cabinets, it's just a disaster.
A disaster.
It's just kind of very cluttered, very unkept, and it just seems like very like chaos.
Yes, it's chaos.
To me, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and it seems to you. I'm sorry. I was just agreeing. I should like put it on mute when I agree because I get excited and I'm like, yes, and then I have to remember that there's like a delay if I do that. So I'm going to try and not talk while other people are talking. I just get excited. And so, but go ahead. I apologize. Can you hear me?
I'm a very neat person, but who irons their clothes anymore?
Right? I don't.
You know, call me lazy or whatever, but you know, it's kind of like
I didn't even think of that.
kind of wrinkled shirts, you know. And I just thought that just really shows who he is. He's very like put together.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of chaos happening within him.
A lot. I think this is a great observation. Thank you so much for making this observation. I think you're 100% right. And I think we saw on the flip side, I don't know if anybody remembers the Gypsy Blanchard case. In that case, it looked like chaos a lot of the time. Like when you went in the house, there was like hoarding behavior. However, I'll never forget, there's a picture when they open up the medicine cabinet and everything is literally like facing forward in a specific spot, like lined up. And it was the one thing that they had control over, or the mom in that situation had control over. So it was the one thing that she kept nice and tidy. So that just reminded me of this. On the outside now, he's all buttoned up, but when you open up his closets, it's chaos, which is probably what he's really feeling inside, a lack of control. You get an A.
Yes, that's exactly what I think.
You get an A. That was a great, great comment. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. I'm just a first-time caller in the Wild YouTube channel. Thank you.
Thank you.
I love your channel.
Oh, I love you. Thank you, Tisa. I'll talk to you later. So you guys, that was Tisa. Tisa Day. I love having her on the show. I love having her as a first-time caller. That was a great call. If anybody wants to call while I'm going through these photos, please feel free. I'd love to hear your input. I think Tisa has such a great point that we look at him and he's got that white button-up shirt and he's all showered and looks all buttoned up, and we see other pictures and things and where he looks like he's got things together, and then you go and you open up his closet, and I really do feel like you do get to know a lot about someone when you open up their closets. So, and I have to be honest, sometimes when I see a closet that's too organized, I'm like, oh, like, is this person like rigid? And it doesn't mean that they are. I have to be honest with you. My husband.
541.
Someone's calling.
2810.
All right, here we go. We're going to accept another call. Hello, welcome to the show. Who am I speaking with?
This is Sarah again.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good.
Just as good as last time, I hope.
Yes. What's going on?
You never read my comments, no matter if I star them,
Oh, wait, do you know why, Sarah? Because when I show something on here, you can't be on the same, like I can't scroll and be on the StreamYard at the same time. So if I'm scrolling, I can't see the comments, and that's the problem. But I just pulled them up on my phone. I apologize. What were you going to say, though, Sarah? I can't hear you. All right, Sarah, I don't hear you. Hopefully you'll reconnect in a second, but I'm looking at Sarah's comments, you guys, and she talks about it being a reflection of his inner world, which I truly agree with, and a loss of control, 1,000%. A reflection of his inner world. I see you, Sarah. I apologize. CKI says it's chaos. I agree. For someone who's so clean, etc., his food is just like, well, vegan and etc., but he doesn't really show it that much when it comes to his food. Lots of tater tots too. Oh, that's so funny that you took notice of that. And then Sarah says it's a reflection of his inner world. Baby doll, I do not think it's blood. And then Mitch says, in my opinion, he dyed his hair the next day. Mitch, what about this one, Mitch? Sarah, I'm going to hang this call up because it's not reconnecting you. But I love you to pieces. Mitch says that he thinks that he dyed his hair. Mitch, let's go a step further. What is the possibility that that was blood in his hair? I don't know why I have this like thing about that picture with his hair. It's also gelled, I think, which is also making it look darker, but I feel like it literally looks red in his American Psycho selfie. That's funny. It's me, Mike. And then Sarah says his loss of inner control is reflected here 1,000%, you guys. And again, if you're dating someone and you don't know if they're the one, go open up their cabinets. Don't like look in their medicine cabinet and take their medicines. That's not what I mean. But like if they're like in the bathroom, like just go open up the coat closet real quick and look inside. And I'm not saying if you have a messy coat closet, so do I, but you'll know what I mean. So we're not looking for the average, like you and I, where it's like a little bit of a mess and it's, a little bit organized. I'm looking for either complete chaos or complete rigidity. So when you see something on the extreme, I'm often like, oh, and it doesn't really mean anything, right? You could have somebody that maybe has a lot of jobs and just doesn't have the time to go through and put everything together. So they throw all of their mail in the closet so that it's not on the counter. There's a lot of reasons why people do things, right? But it is just an observation that one can make. And then over here, we have more tools and stuff and papers. There's that knife here. I don't know if they were showing that. This is a card. I don't know what that's to, but it's like a store card. Nothing like having your duct tape. That looks like it's been like mostly used and he's only been there for a few months. I don't know about you, but whenever I get duct tape, and this is duct tape, it's not even like a knockoff brand, which means that this was probably like 3 times, 4 times the size of that. We have even his toilet paper, you guys. Like it's just thrown in the corner and there's not even like so much in it that he really needs that big bag. And then over here, look at these. They're not even used. Look at that. This is one of the things that makes me think that he thinks he's coming back. Like, why wouldn't you take this home if you didn't think you were coming back? Laundry detergent and fabric softener, they're not cheap, right? And then over here, what do we have? Oh, this is just more pictures. I want to get to some of the other stuff. Oh, all right. Now here we go. We're starting to get to some of the stuff I wanted to look at. So he left his TV. I don't know if this is his TV or if it's the TV of the schools. And let me tell you why. My daughter Gianna, at her dorm, they did not have like a school TV type thing. However, when she moved over to the apartments, all the apartments had a TV in the living room that it came with. So I wonder if this isn't that he didn't bring his TV home. It's that this doesn't belong to him. And maybe he just hooks up his, what's it called? Like his Amazon Fire Stick to the back of this TV to get his, I almost said his programs, but that makes me sound like an old lady. So his shows, I don't know, whatever you'd call them. So then over here, this is that, we're going to see it up closer. But this is that card I was telling you about. This is a dinosaur and a professor. And it was like, it says something about his ego, but we're going to see it up closer. So let me go back out here. All right. So here goes our first book. We have Criminal Justice. This is an intro book, you guys. So this says to me that this book right here is probably from his TA position. I could be wrong, but I would say that it's probably from his TA position because it looks like an undergrad book. Here we go again, messiness. Oh, you guys, look at this. So over here, they just opened this. I was going to say, why doesn't it look messy over here? But they didn't open the cabinets yet. So once they open the cabinets, again, isn't this a perfect rendition of what Tisa was just saying, right? When the doors are shut, this looks completely organized. We had the TV up here, one book here, a card or something down here, and a card up. So it was very organized and it looked very tidy. And then the minute you open up the cabinet, it's a mess again. Look at all these books. I wonder how many of these books are for school. Does anybody think that he was like an avid reader outside of school? He might have been because he like did a lot of downloading. Oh my gosh, you guys, know what I just noticed? This book still has the wrapper on it. If you look real close, do you see that? Like it still has, like when you get a textbook, like when we get our textbooks, they'll sometimes give me like extra. I have so many textbooks, you guys, and a lot of them still have that outside wrapping on them. And that's exactly, he literally has never opened this book. It doesn't look like he opened a lot of these books, to be honest with you. There's no like pages or corners, tucked in. Let me also see what you guys are saying while I'm doing this. His hair was just wet from showering, no blood. You're probably right, Sybil. That's why I said it was just something that it made me think of. And I also think he had gel in his hair, in my opinion. That reminds me of Sleeping with the Enemy. Oh my God, what a movie that was. I can't do my cabinets like that because of that movie. So creepy. It is. That movie was something else. Then over here we have more. What's this? Why the innocent plead guilty and why the guilty what? Why the innocent plead guilty and the guilty something. Oh, wow. And it looks like this is like one of the only books he opened up because the cover isn't staying down. Oh, look, I was right, you guys. The cover's on that. This shrink wrap is definitely on there. Cuff You is shocked at the condition of his apartment. Me too, Cuff You. Let's see what else we have here. I wonder what this is that they're covering. I'm not really sure. Harlot says, all of BK's drawers cabinets seem to be junk drawers. Yes, right, Harlot? And that's the thing, you guys. Like, he's got these drawers where, like, he could have stacked those books up. Look at this. This bothers me. And I don't have OCD. Do you guys see this? It literally looks like at some point he, like wipe this with his arm or something. You know what I mean? Like when you have like a smudge on your TV and you like, it literally looks like he licked his finger type thing and wipe something off. But you even see the lines this way. Like we're going to see that the things weren't as clean as you might think they are. And I'd also keep in mind that some people might say, oh, well, you know, you're not being fair. What if it's been 6 weeks? But I don't know. There's like this right here isn't like about 6 weeks of dust. This is, you could see where somebody went up and down and then sideways. Over here we have that card and it says, speak softly and carry a big stick unless you can ride a dinosaur. Then do that instead. So there you go. And then what's the thing written on here? Somebody pointed out that the date was highlighted 11/21/22. I think it's actually written in highlighter. So this is really interesting. It's somebody wrote, so this isn't part of the card. Somebody wrote both of your egos and then put an arrow to the alligator and then an arrow over here. And they said the alligator and the professor, like that he's both, that he's the alligator and the professor. So what do you guys think of that? I thought that was interesting. Oh, and then this is where it says Brian inside. All right, let's see what else we got here. Both of your egos. You are the dino and professor. Laughing my ass off. I was going to say, what does that say? And then when you open it up, it says happy birthday. I guess they boxed out who it was from just not to get that person involved. But this does, and again, this could be totally like sexist of me, but this does remind me of a female's writing. Don't get mad at me. But I feel like females, Sarah, you're a handwriting analyst. I feel like females do like the swirly things under and I don't know. But look, it has like a line under the A, like Brahim. I don't know. Over here, oh my gosh, when I first saw this, I was like, there's an orb there, but ignore me. That's just my own little, I don't even know what you would call it. Over here, oh, that would bother me, you guys. The microwave is facing this way. I don't know why that bothers me so bad, but I feel like it should either be catty-cornered or facing this way. But again, that's just me bitching. That has nothing to do with the case. Oh, okay, so look at this. I know that the sink is old and stuff, but I feel like he has OCD so bad, or if he has OCD so bad, I don't know. That doesn't look very, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he can't do anything about that. I'd probably bitch about that, to be honest with you. But he's not paying for it because they're giving him money for his TA position. He does use a lot of the Ajax here. I noticed he's only been there for like 2 months. And then he's got, I guess he did try. Okay, so he's got his like comic cleaner over here. So maybe he tried. See, I would have had to line the bottom of that, especially if I was OCD. Oh, look at that. I guess there's stains over here, so they wanted to take pictures. Yeah, this just looks like it's old. But look, that would have like bothered him, I think. Like he would have gotten a Mr. Clean magic eraser, I feel. Again, don't listen to me because I don't know what the hell he would do because I'm not him. Let's see what else we have. Jeff says, is anyone else familiar with that line in that Pink Floyd song that says, Mother, do you think they'll try to break my balls? I'll always think of Brian when I hear that song. Yes, I do know that song, Jeff. That's funny. I can see them bathing in blood, Sarah says. CKI says he can have tater tots, but the question is if it's plant-based. Just weird that his food choice is weird. I think of more salad, etc. His fridge is not even clean. That's what I mean, you guys. Look at this. There's so many things that other things, like, look at that. Like, I'm just saying, if you're OCD, or I don't want to say that. Let me stop saying that. Look at over here. If you're a germaphobe, because again, you can have OCD and not be a germaphobe. So again, remember that obsessive compulsive disorder has different types. The germaphobe type is just one of the subtypes. But that's what people say that he has, or hypothesize that he has, is the germaphobe subtype, which is why something like this to me is very odd. Like, I don't know about you, but I feel like if you have the germaphobe subtype, that would not be acceptable. All right, here we go. It's me, Mike. Look at all these flathead. Like, who needs this many flathead screwdrivers? Why? Like, do these come in a set? Is that it? And if so, why does this company make the same set of screws? Like, there's just so many. But it looks like he went out. Oh, wait, you guys know what else I noticed? Because I had kids. Well, I have kids. I just said I had kids. I meant like they were little, to where I had to use, this is a child safety drawer thing, so that you can open the drawer. So to open this drawer, you have to push down right here so that this hook right there goes down, and then you can pull the drawer out. So it's a child safety lock. I wonder why that's still on there. He should have used, ready for this? It's me, Mike. He should have used this screwdriver right here. And he should have went right there and taken these two screws out and then taken that off completely. How about that? All right, what do we got here? Oh, he's got pencils, and we got the hooks over here. What does it say? Brian C. Koberger, 7/11/22. 7, so that's July 11th. I wonder what this is. Written right there. When was the pool party? The 11th or the 12th? And look, this one even has it on there, you guys. Why do they have child safety locks? Literally, there's 2 screws on either side of this, and you just use the screws and take them out, and they come right out. And whoever installed them didn't even do them in the middle. That would have drove me nuts too. Look, it's like, for any of the guys, I mean girls too, but I know guys and girls' brains are a little different. Guys would be more likely, I think, for this. It doesn't look very symmetrical. So tell me, Mike or Jeff, if that would bother you. So like if you came home and I was like, look, honey, I put in child safety locks, and you went to open the drawer, if it was like all the way to the side like this is and not in the middle, I don't know, maybe that would just drive me nuts. But look at these knives over here. He's even got the sharp knife with the cover on it. But take notice, he has 4 of everything. So he has like 4 big spoons, 4 little spoons, 4 forks. Again, this right here is just, there's only so much you could do. It does look like he has all new pots and pans here. They look pretty clean. So there goes that again. It's very unorganized in my opinion. Let's see what else you're saying. Sarah, you're right. He had to be comfortable with blood to commit this crime. Jeff says, did you see my earlier comment? I found it. Those steps. Oh, you did? No, I didn't see it. Those steps with the big stone that says this gathering place is the University of Idaho Arboretum Botanical Garden. Oh. I wonder if that blood was anybody's, Jeff, or if it was just like, because, you know, anybody could trip and fall on a rock and get a cut. So I guess it didn't pan out to be anything, or we would have heard about it. Like Sarah said earlier, you have to just take the pictures because they might be relevant later. So here just goes more pictures of the pots and pans. I don't know why they felt the need to take 40 of them. Over here we have, oh, look, see, that's another thing. There's 4 sponges. He only uses 2 of them. Like, how OCD are you? And then his stainless steel bristles over here, there's 3 in the pack. He only used 1. So like my thing, I mean, who knows though? He could have went out and bought 4 different packs of them and he's just using that. But look at this. There's like crumbs. What is that? Is this brown sugar? There's like brown sugar over here. I don't know. I just feel like this is so messy. Not even just messy. It's like dirty. He's got a ton of water over here. Nothing like, you know, having 40,000 water bottles. Look how clean this oven is. I did think of that. I was like, oh, wow. There's some crumbs right there, but for the most part, that's a pretty clean oven. He probably didn't cook very much in it. I don't know that those tater tots ever saw this oven. Even on the bottom here, this does look very clean. However, like when you look at there, there's still like stuff on it. Again, why is that relevant? It's really not. I think it's more about the fact that people claim that he's a germaphobe. So that's what makes it interesting for me. Look, there's more water bottles over here. This is a different pack of water bottles. He's got his little like desk, I guess that is, with his chair underneath. What else do we got here? Oh, you have to have the fire extinguisher. So even over here, right? Oh, it's Sarah. Is this what you're talking about? Extra virgin olive oil? Sarah, do you want to laugh? How about I tell you that this specific olive oil, this extra virgin olive oil right here, is used often in Italian households. As a matter of fact, if I brought you guys in the house right now, I can guarantee you that my mom has the exact same bottle in the house. I'm down the shore, you guys. I don't live with my mom before Sarah starts asking if I live with my mom. I'm at the shore house. It's my mom's shore house. But I have like I stay in like the outside house. There's like an outside place. I'm very fortunate in that sense. But look at this, you guys. He's got his fake Parmesan over here. That's a disgrace for an Italian. He is his mom's Italian. Look, he's got a spaghetti. That's funny. What else do we have here? He's got rice. Oh, his Thai. Remember, he was stopping for Thai food. So we know he likes that. Wait, look at this, you guys. He used like almost all of this. Again, this is just my personal observation, but how much garlic and garlic salt can you use? This entire bottle is like gone. And so is this. I think this is like onion powder or something. No wonder why he wasn't getting a date. And look, July 23rd of 25, which means you could have still used it this year and it would have been all right. But it's almost gone. And this cheese. Did somebody let him know that you have to refrigerate that once you open it? Blech. And then he's got his coffee over here. Oh, what is that? Is that Starbucks? What kind of coffee is that? Anybody know? Not that it matters. He's got one K-cup over here. Ew, look at all that. See? I feel like somebody would wipe that down if they were a germaphobe. Even over here, like, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like when I see people that have like OCD, for example, this, and again, this is not the germaphobe type. So let's forget the germaphobe type. Even with obsessive compulsive disorder, it's more likely than not that you're going to see things like when you open the cabinet, that these would all be facing forward. So over here, yous are going to laugh, but I guarantee you this right here is a can of tomato paste. And anyway, these cans right here are the same. So in somebody with OCD, you were more likely to see these cans turn around to the front so we could see the front of it, and then them to be like lined up behind it. Same thing with these bags. So they're more orderly. And again, that's not the germaphobe type. That's just something we may see. Now, this is something more that I might look at, you know, that we have the stuff covered in bags. Again, this cheese, like gross. If he came home and ate that, he'd be in trouble. Over here, this looks like rolls. I don't know about you, but rolls scare me sometimes, these rolls, because if you forget about rolls and you come back a year later, they still look like that, which is like a huge red flag. This over here, I think Plunder thought that that was meat. I think it's like pitas or something, or like tortilla. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Over here, what is that? Oh, these are measuring cups. Look, he's got his 4 bowls, his 4 little plates, his 4 big plates, his 4 mugs. I should have sent him a mine behind Mind Behind True Crimes. Look at that. He's got like stains on his mug. Yum. Just what I'd want to drink out of. All right, these are just more of the same. Oh, well, so, okay, so he takes everything, and then we look, and they open up his fridge and his freezer, and he still has food in there. Even over here, you guys, look how, like, unorganized this is. So I just feel like, now this is more organized, like I would think, where everything is right side up. That's actually very common. But this whole mess over here, I didn't know about all that. Look, tater tots, CK. CKI, we got our tater tots over here. And look, his bags of vegetables. So at least he gets his vegetables in, but he does like his pizza and his pad thai. So he's got his Thai food. This is more, you guys, of what I would think of when I think of somebody with obsessive compulsive disorder. Like how now these would probably, like the two American ones would be stacked on each other and then the Sicilian. But other than that, this is pretty much, I bet you if you move this is the same box here. These are probably the same meats, so on and so forth. So this is more what I would expect. And then over here in his refrigerator, is that milk? And if so, does that stay? I don't know. Let me see. What else am I missing over here? I wonder what they blacked out. Oh, yeah, I know. I wonder what they blacked out too. Suma says he clearly intended to return. Depending on investigation, this guy wasn't going to accept his dismissal without an administrative battle. Suma, I 100% agree with that. That's what I was trying to say earlier. I have to be honest with you guys. As somebody who's also in academia, like, I too think intellectually a lot. So when that whole thing happened with my YouTube and they demonetized me and then I appealed and lost my appeal, literally everything said, even ChatGPT told me to like stop fighting it and just figure out how to do better in 3 months when I reapply. And I was like, And I went and I pulled up the policy and I read the entire policy for YouTube, and nowhere in the policy did it say that if your StreamYard goes out, that you can't have the person that you streamed with send it to you so that you could post it on your page. So it's not like I had a live post it and then posted that live as a video. Yes, Daniel had it posted as a live in his YouTube, but I did not have it posted other than that. So there's nothing in the policy that says that you can't post the live that you're in. So I got back my monetization. I feel like I relate to him in that way where it was a very intellectual thing to me. And it was like, I'm not just, fighting this for like point. I literally went in with policy. So I was like, I'm not going out without a fight. So I feel like that's what he would have done. And again, I am not comparing myself to him at all in that way. I'm saying academic wise, like he's in academia. That's not something uncommon that you would see. Over here, he has his mozzarella. This is another reason I think he's coming back because he's got a lot of things. This drawer right here, that's a disgrace with his onion things in there. And again, this is not something I would expect. And like, this is bothering me right now. The ketchup is upside down and on its side. Like, I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think about this? Oh, look, he's got tofu on the door. Wait, are they hot dogs? What kind of hot dogs are they? Are they regular hot dogs, you guys? Or are they like tofu hot dogs? Wait, let me zoom in. It says plant-based. Got it. Plant-based hot dogs. Yum. That sounds delish. And then over here, I was just joking, but I'm not joking. I should be more healthy. Look at all this, you guys. So they open up both sides here and they take everything out. And these are the books. How easy would it have been for him to just put these books in there all stacked up and like instead of just throwing them in, which also says to me that he wasn't taking this very serious. Like even this book over here has never been open. Like I said, I do have books that are still in the wrapper, but it's because I have multiple copies of them. And I feel like it's like a waste to open all of them. Like if I have a student that doesn't have the money to buy a book, I'll hook them up with a book type thing. I probably shouldn't have said that on here, but whatever. I'm a good person. Look, we have Trial by Jury. I wonder if that looks like it's been read, but it also right here, if you look right here, that's a used book. So he most likely got that in his bookstore. Research the social science and health, you guys. I literally teach out of this book. So I know that that's for class. So I could teach his class. How about that? Unsafe in the Ivory Tower is one that I want to read. This one right here is a textbook. So I don't know which ones are textbook related. Mass incarceration on trial. Let's see, what else? The Unsafe in the Ivory Tower is the sexual victimization of college women. So what about that? Oh, look, charged. What's this? Convincing the innocent. Convicting the innocent. You guys, do you see that? Convicting the innocent. I guess if you plead guilty, you're the one that, why the innocent plead guilty and why the guilty go free. Wow. Oh, wow. So earlier we saw this book and I read it upside down, but now I can see the rest of it. So again, it says why the innocent plead guilty and why the guilty go free. That's crazy. This one over here, delinquency and what does that say? Oh, modernity. So being modern and suburbia. So, well, I feel like
907-787.
oh, hold on, someone's calling.
9037.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, I'm trying to reach Dr. Vona.
Yes, who am I speaking with?
I'm speaking with Cynthia Suma.
Hi, Cynthia. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm better now that I'm speaking with you. What's your thoughts?
My thoughts are comparing BK's academic situation with Bundy's. Bundy was the same type of student. He failed law school, hid his transcript, and enrolled in another law school, but he never attended class with any regularity. It was very, very similar, where the school, being in a graduate program provided sort of the cachet for the other behaviors he was carrying on.
Yes, because you also have to remember, that's a great point. And I think people have to remember, being in academia, there's like a huge lawsuit if they just like get rid of him and they can't prove for like whatever reason. And we all know that with like law and stuff, you can't just call the police today and say, oh, I think, Sarah is going to come and get me. Like, if that's like not enough. So I wonder, because I'm the first to bitch about the school. Like, why didn't they get rid of him much sooner? But then when I try to think about it, you're right. And it's not like in an undergrad program, there's a little bit more leeway. In a graduate program, there's less leeway, because people would say, why would you even, like, why didn't they do their due diligence before they accepting him? So now it's more like, seeing what they could do to hold on to him if he's not dangerous. But it seems like some of the teachers thought that he would be.
Well, two things. One, Snyder, who I called him his academic advisor, but I guess he was just his TA, so I don't know. Snyder was an attorney before he started teaching at the school, and he actually fought the dismissal because he was concerned about lawsuits. And
wow.
The other thing that I see quite often is people talking about one of the professors saying he was going to become a predator, but she was really talking about his being an academic predator on undergraduates and in the university system. Not that he was going to be the type of perpetrator that he wound up being.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It keeps getting quoted now. Oh, one of his professors said he was going to be a perpetrator. Her comment was a perpetrator relative to he's going to be harassing students. I mean, he was going to be actually acting the same way he already was.
Gotcha, but with
of being a professor. Yes,
and then once you're a professor, especially if you're like tenured, now it's really hard to get rid of you. So I see that is so that is like a relevant fear, that academically he would be a predator. I see that. I'm so glad that you told me that, because I didn't know that. So I was taking it, like you said, like it's being reported as if he would have been a predator. So, wow, that's interesting. That's interesting.
No, she was very specific that he would be a predator in the terms of abusing, sexually abusing, condescending, an academic predator.
Wow. That's so interesting.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll get off. I just wanted to talk about the Bundy parallels again.
I think that there's
in spades.
There's a huge Bundy parallel, and I don't know how long you've been following the channel, but if you look back on some of my videos and live streams, I've been comparing him to Bundy and American Psycho. But even though American Psycho, people have to remember that that's a character, it's not a human. But I've been comparing him to both of them since like the beginning that I've been doing my YouTube. So I think I absolutely agree with you because you're just validating what I already thought too. So I love this call and I hope you call back again.
Oh, well, I'm going to go listen. So thank you.
Thank you. Call back another time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I love that call, you guys. All right, back to this criminal procedure, law and practice. That was a great caller, you guys. And I think that she makes a great point real quick about how Bundy goes to school and he doesn't really go to school. He's there, but he's not really going. And then he transfers, things like that. Maybe that's what BK thought too. Like, if they won't have me back, I'll go somewhere else. Because another big thing is with the FERPA laws and stuff, because he's a student. He's not a professor yet. So with FERPA laws, there's only so much that they could really say about him, especially if there's not a criminal type case against him. So that's interesting. Oh my gosh, you guys, we still have so many and I do not want to be on live all night. Not that I don't want to be here with you guys. I want to be here with you guys. I even meant for you not being here this whole time with me. It's a Saturday. So make sure you adjust based on gap. What is this? Something of burglary lot. Person, something of burglary lot. I have no idea. I'm going to have to look at these later and like blow them all up. Oh, look, this looks like a rubric. It's talking about like spelling, word choices. This says careful with flowery language and constant use of positive voice. Harder to read and interpret. That's a weird piece of advice. I wonder what the flowery language was and what the positive voice was. And I'm surprised they said positive voice. We usually talk in like active and passive voice, but no, you're not supposed to talk in passive voice. You're supposed to talk in active, but we usually say the words active voice and passive. Oh, does that say passive voice? I thought it said positive, you guys. Oh my God, straight A stupid. That definitely says passive voice. This is a huge, 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 huge pet peeve of mine. So I agree with this, whoever wrote this. You should not write in passive voice I'm going to be reading this later. I didn't realize that this was his. Oh, you guys, I'm going to wind up doing a whole live just on this. Research topics. As somebody that teaches research and statistics, you're going to bet that I'm going to grade this. Assumption or fact? Officers are undertrained needs. Oh my God, you guys, here we go again. So the teacher says, is this an assumption or a fact? I'm not going to get into this too much because I do want to read it and I'm sure I have a ton of things to say. But the teacher over here at Circles, he writes that the police officers are undertrained and the teacher points out, is that an assumption or a fact? Do you guys remember on Drunk Turkey, one of the things that I was saying was that with the police department, and Daniel totally agreed, was that he was more like, let me show you how to do cloud forensics and da-da-da, like as if they didn't already know how to do it. Both topics are good. Find the first topic more interesting, but it's clearly more long-term. The second option might be good to get a line on your CV if you have an easy. Okay, I got that. So over here they're saying, so one of the things we tell kids in research is do your research and graduate and then save the world. So sometimes, and what we say the acronym KISS, keep it simple, stupid. And that just means, like I said, do what you have to do, get done school, and then save the world. So over here, when I read this, that says to me that one of his topics, although not as interesting, probably will get the criteria met so that he can have it done before, he's done, so he could put it on a CV. A CV is a curricula vitae, which is like the academic version of your resume. Okay. Oh, I can't wait to grade this, you guys. I'm so excited. Oh, I'm not even going to read this right now. He's got the rule, the issue, the conclusion. I have something to do later. All right, let's see. Criminal justice and criminology, federal funding. So this looks just like different sites. Oh, I can't wait to turn this around and see what this is. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Oh, you guys, I have so much homework to do here. Merit review criteria. Is this for school? Oh, yeah, look, you guys, they're showing the whole, 50% of his grade is the project design and implementation. Wow, that's a lot, 50% for that. Maybe this is just the breakdown for the paper. I can't wait to read this. I'm going to do a whole live on this. Oh, look at this, you guys. He's supposed to be a specialist in the burglary thing. Common mistakes in a literature review. Oh, well, if you don't have an introduction, that's just, these are the different parts of, so my dissertation, when you publish a dissertation, you have to have different parts. Your introduction, your literature review, which the literature review tends to be the hardest part, most people say. However, being straight A stupid, this was actually the easiest part for me. I was able to knock it out and I killed it, you guys. My literature review was amazing. Both of my teachers laughed at me because I would have problems with stating what I needed in the intro, something where other people were just finish it, just finish your intro. It's not that big of a deal. That's where I would have a problem. And then the literature review, I killed it. So I can't wait to see if I get to read any of his stuff. So the teacher says, why no review of burglary literature? Duh. There exist some studies speaking directly about emotions in burglars. It needs to be incorporated into your argument. Make sure to adjust your aim. So the research question based on a gap, which we need. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so funny. I like this teacher. This teacher, literally, this is stuff that I would say on someone else's paper. So you have to find a gap in the literature. You can't just write about emotions in burglary. That's already been studied. So you have to be very specific. For example, I looked at the effects of identity, the effects of media messages on the identity development of 18 to 24-year-old community college students. You have to get so specific because you have to find the gap in the literature, meaning the thing that hasn't been studied yet. So nobody's studied. So people have studied a little bit. It's not really heavily studied, which it should be more. Media messages and identity development, but not specifically on 18 to 24-year-olds. So young adulthood in community college setting. So over here, I can't wait to read all this. This is amazing that I get to read these. He clearly got them right because the teacher checked them. Oh, I can't wait to go back and read all of this. I'll definitely put something together. Developing a research agenda. I teach research methods this semester, actually. This would not drive me crazy. Oh my gosh, he actually did this right, you guys. So this drives me crazy. This is one of my big pet peeves, is the title page. And a lot of times students will do one double space in between the title and the name. And he actually does two here. This is literally how you're supposed to do it. And right here is the teacher's name. Well, he did that right. I will give him credit where credit's due. You know where he's wrong here? You're not supposed to put a title on a research paper, especially a question. What's wrong with him? Let's see what else. So this looks like, oh, I have to read all of this. Let's see. Are we able to, oh, did I go too many times? Oh no, it's just still turning. Hold on. I was trying to get that picture in there. Oh, why did it do that? All right, here we go. Well, I don't know why I just did that. I was trying to turn it over to read it, and I should have known better. Should have just left it alone. Hold on, let me go back. Where was I? We were right here. I didn't go that far. Here we go. Okay, so back to this. Oh, no. I think I have to flip it once more. And then zoom in, and I think we're back in business. This says, introduce the book. Oh, what a dummy. He didn't even introduce the book. All right, I'm going to have to come back to them and read them because I want to do a whole thing on them. These next pictures are just of like the hardware. So I guess they have to like test this or at least take pictures like Sarah was saying earlier. All right, I don't mean to give everybody like motion sickness. I do have to turn this around one more. And look, I could go this way. So on the side, you guys, it just looks like they're showing more of the closet and stuff. What is this? What's Nitro 5? Oh, look at his tails over here. His all white tails. That's interesting. All right, let's see what else we have here. This all pretty much looks like the same. They're just looking at like the closets. Here goes the bathroom, I guess. Oh, yeah, there goes a tub. Oh, this is the famous bathroom. Look how small it is, you guys. Wow, it's so much smaller than it looked like to me. Oh, is that like a separate bathroom, like a separate powder room? Why does it look like there's a toilet in the closet? Let's see what else over here because I don't want to get you sick. All right, here goes that bathroom that we've been talking about and looking at. Or in the background at least. And look, there's no shower curtain. And then look, we go to the next one. Look, no shower curtain. And in that picture, there was definitely a shower curtain. But look how spick and span. All right, you guys, look at this. I'm going to zoom in. We just looked at all of the stuff with his room, all of the things, and we saw such a mess. Look at the grout. Like, you can't get, look at this. Wow. Wow, look at this tub. So remember what I was saying about, I think it was Tisa that called that said about how his outside, his exterior looks like real clean and then the inside's a mess. So, and then I said the thing about Gypsy Rose and her mom, like that whole thing. This reminds me of that. So in the bathroom where we think something occurred, even if it was him taking his selfies and stuff, this is the specific spot that looks the cleanest in the entire house. And it literally, look, there's like nothing in there. He's got stuff. Look, that's bleach. And then he's got Windex. But look how spotless this is. Wow. Wow, you guys, this is literally spotless. All right, we don't need to look under here. I'm interested in this. I can't, ew, except for that. Ew. What is that? Like, is this like hard water or soap scum? Or is that just like the design? Because the rest of it is so clean. All right, let me see. We have trash bags in here. Not trash bags, like Walmart bags. Let me look across here and see if there's anything else we need to look at real quick. Oh, look at that. Okay. Oh, look, he's got like a little stool to put as his nightstand. Or not his nightstand, like for his lamp. All right, look. I think we're going to have to like do a second part to this because we're only like 300 in. And there are so many. Maybe what I'll do is look at the cords over here. That would drive me crazy. Would that drive anybody else crazy? With his little couch. It's not a bad couch, though. Oh, look, you guys, both rooms are open. Remember they said that one of the doors was shut? This looks like both were open. Interesting. He had to have gotten this furniture when he got there. I think this is a like little, is it either an air conditioner or like a heat? Oh yeah. Meanwhile, they have paneling and stuff on the wall still. They didn't even like, I don't know. I feel like you could update the space so easy. Look at me worried about the space. All right, let's look over here. I'm just scrolling through to see. We have our Swifter over here that has nothing on it, like as far as the Swifter pad. So obviously that was cleaned up. Let me see. There's a bunch of the room. Let me see if anything else sticks out. We have more cords. Oh, this is his bedroom. Let's look at his bedroom real quick. Oh, look at that. Look how like dusty that is. Is that dusty or is that just old? I feel like it looks dusty. Is there any more of that? Let me see. There are. So here's his bedroom. Look, his white shirts. Look, you guys, he's got more water bottles in his room. He literally has water bottles everywhere. Oh, his computer. He probably should have taken that home. I like that computer screen. Oh my God, you guys, my computer is so ancient compared to that. What else does he have here? Oh, is that his speakers? Is that a pencil sharpener in the back? What's happening? How uncomfortable is this seat? I could not imagine doing a dissertation, a doctoral dissertation. It's literally writing a book on a seat like that. Oh my gosh, he even has white curtains in here. God forbid he added some color to his life. Wow. So just more of his bedroom. Look, he doesn't have white sheets. He has white everything else, just not sheets. Are these the sheets that they wound up taking, I guess? Here, let me scroll down this way so I don't get people sick with me scrolling. Oh, you guys, you remember the one picture of him in the blue shirt? Well, he's got a couple blue shirts here. I feel like it's this one right here that has in that picture. We have bedding. Sheets included. Look, more water. Oh. For someone that was like so much into like the environment and stuff, he's got water bottles everywhere. Like, what is this? Do you know what I mean? Like, look at that. There's no way you're a germaphobe. There's no way. I don't know how you could be a germaphobe. Does anybody else like agree with that? What's that, a fan? More water. Ew. Oh, they even went up in the light. Look at that. Oh, more papers. I can't wait to read his papers. There's a bunch over here. Oh, wow. There's so many documents. I think I might print them out. I'm such a nerd. This one must have had something good on it because they redacted it. All right. What else do we have? We're getting closer to the end. Oh, now we have receipts. This is for Target. And he got cleaning and closet. What did he get? I don't know. It looks like, oh, and he got a Fire TV. Oh, I guess it's on top of the Fire TV, though. So he's got his Fire Stick there. Maybe that means that he was planning to come back, you guys. He's got his computer there still. Like, why wouldn't he take his computer home if he was planning to leave? Look, he's got his legal pad. What else do we got? More papers that I can't wait to read. Oh, yeah, I can't wait to read that. So while we're looking at the end of these, oh, grad school program of study request form. What is this for? Why did he request that? Oh, I'll be looking at that later. I'll let you know. But the other thing is, I think there, and don't quote me on this because I have to look into it further, but there might be a connection now I hear to Inside Looking. Did anybody else hear that? And if so, we're going to have to do a live on that too, because I talked about Papa Roger because I truly still to this day believe that he's Papa Roger. It's just my opinion. And I never saw the inside looking post to really like say either way. But from the ones that I heard today when I was like listening to a different creator, I was like, oh, wow. And then if you look at the picture of inside looking, just like with Papa Roger, how it looks just like him, it's the same thing with inside looking. So we'll have to go into that again, or for the first time. So Lifelight, and then what's this? Silk, Signature Bowl, Silk something. And then at Walmart, we have coffee, something shoe. What else do we have? I don't know. We have some stuff there. We have the books again that I want to look into. They list the books here. They have more papers. Mass incarceration on trial. Oh, you guys, so this was definitely one of the books. And he must have read it because he's got chapter 1, unless these are just the outlines from like the teacher. I give my students my notes sometimes because I'm nice like that. All right, we're upside down real quick. Let me flip it back. And then I have to end this in a minute because I think my mom made dinner and I could see them in my peripheral vision trying to get my attention. I'm such a dick that I'm not looking. All right, so over here, look, we have sunglasses. Is that a phone? Or is this from the cop? Does anybody know if this is like the cop's phone and the cop's glasses? And then over here, look, we have a black glove. Wow. I don't think they found anything on the black glove, did they? Because I feel like we would have heard about that. You guys, these are parking tickets. He has 7 parking tickets. He hasn't been there that long. I swear if my child had that, I would be so pissed. I'd be like, give me my car back right now. All right, let me see. What do I have here? Oh, thank you so much. We have screwdrivers are for burglars, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. Cuff you. Thank you so much. That paper says Brian Koberger, 7/11/22.
Rachel Truth.
Oh. Hello there. Hello.
Check your super.
Oh wait, you're on the you just went onto the show, so watch what you say, but I got your text.
All right.
Mwah. Okay. So yes, I wasn't checking my messages because I was so looking at the stuff. So Cuff You, thank you so much. Cuff You, which paper said 7/11/22? I'm gonna have to go back and look now. That's so interesting. And then Sarah says he sees meat as humanity. He saw people as organic sacrifice. His words, right? He says that literally in his own words. He says that he felt like people were just organic sacks of meat, which I think it like then shows us what he really thought of others and how he did not have respect for human life. Thank you again, you guys. You did not have to do this. Thank you. I need to find the paper that says 7/11. I'll look for it later, but you guys look at these parking tickets. I'm going to have to read these later too, but I think this is crazy. I want to look into all of this to see what it is. What do we got here? Oh, look, he has a CVS card. More receipts. Who keeps this many receipts? Oh my gosh, you guys, look. Dickies. There's the Dickies receipt. But wait, what would cost $12.97 from Dickies? I think I was thinking of the Dickies thing as like a coverall type thing, and that would definitely be more than $13. So, oh look, we have a $44 over here. What's this? Treatment cold. Aw, someone didn't feel good. Gourmet food, men's what? Men's furnish. And then over here, I don't know why he keeps all these receipts. Oh, there goes the shredded mozzarella that we saw in the refrigerator. A bar of soap. What does this say, Van? I have no idea. What kind of bar of soap? Oh, maybe he got like a pack. I was going to say, what bar of soap costs $11? Does that say beanie? Wait, what does that say? $12.97 beanie. Is that what this is? $12.97. Wait, let's see the numbers on it. The last four digits are 2921. 2921. You guys, that's the Dickies thing. So we know that the Dickies, I just said, what could he have bought? It's a beanie. He bought a Dickies beanie. We need to look this beanie up after to see what it is. Oh my gosh. Does anybody know? Could that be like the balaclava, or did he get that somewhere else? Wow. So at least we saw that. What else do we have here real quick? More gourmet food and more men's furnish. What is that? For $21.99. It's on there 3 times. I'm going to have to look up Marshall's after, and I'm going to have to go do some shopping. Oh, look, it's right here. Men's furnish. I have no idea what that could be. But look, this is in Moscow. Shady guy. What's this say? This says, oh my gosh, he literally has the worst writing. I don't know if this one's his writing. It says budget. Budget book number. Oh, we should look up his budget books. What is this? Contains contents under pressure. Oh, there you go. What is this? Bear spray? Wait, inert training unit. Does that say bear attack deterrent? Why does he need bear spray, you guys? Why does he need bear spray? That's weird. I mean, it's still closed. Look, another mess over here. Let's see. Oh, look, they took out the, oh, look, you guys, he didn't even empty that. I think we all thought, or at least I did, that they like looked at the vacuum and all, but that they didn't find anything. And I think, again, I'll just talk for myself. I think I assumed that he must have cleaned out his vacuum, but this is not cleaned out. There's literally a ton of dirt in there. So I guess they found nothing in that. Wow. Oh, look, do you guys remember earlier I said it doesn't even look like there's like hair at the bottom? Oh, they must have found something. Or is that just a sticky tab? Or no, it looks like they have 2 spots. Is that something they're covering? Does anybody know what these are? I mean, I know what they are, but why they would be on there. What do we have over here? Oh, this is another angle of his TV. Oh, there goes the fire stick that they took. And there goes that card. That card is something else. Oh, well, so they got his fire stick. I guess that's where they got it from. Oh, look at that. Look how clean his microwave is. Wow. Oh, they found one thing. Wow. Look at that. They found one piece of evidence. Look at this, you guys. I'm sorry. I don't care. That is not 8 weeks worth of, or 6 weeks worth of dust. That's more than 6 weeks, in my opinion. What do you guys think? Look at that. When they lifted up the mat, at first I was just saying maybe it's old wood. But that's straight dust. Like, how OCD could he be? Oh, look at that. Wow. And they found something over here. Is that like the dog hair or whatever they said they found it? Didn't they say they didn't find dog hair? They found something over here on the wall. And look, this is that stark white bathroom of his. Oh, wow, right there, there's a stain. I wonder if it was anything. Does anybody know if anything amounted to anything in here? And what's this? I guess so that the water doesn't go over. Interesting. Oh, here it goes up closer. Look, it's like the only thing in the entire bathroom that had a tiny bit of a smudge. Wow. He cleaned this up good. Except for, oh, look, that's a hair. That's what they got. That's a hair. It was probably his. Oh, look, ew. Okay, they pulled out the drain, and it looks like they found something. Here it goes up closer. What did they find? Is that a hair? I don't know what that is. But I will say that drain looks awfully clean. Like, that almost looks like he had to clean that before he went, even though that doesn't look clean right there. I don't know it. It's like one of my worst chores is pulling out that's why I almost just vomited. But pulling out the stopper in my head, I'm just thinking of like hair coming up. Blech. But anyway, it happens. And we see nothing here. Look at that. There's like nothing in there. That drain had to have been cleaned, in my opinion. And not for nothing. Isn't this evidence of even this right here of bleach? They sell like bleach tabs. I wonder if there was bleach. Wow. Look how clean that is. I wonder what that white stuff is. Bleach, maybe? All right, what else do we have here? We're getting there, you guys. We're getting there. Here's his pillow. Look, they found, remember they said they found spots on his pillow. That could be anything, though. What if he had ice cream and he spilled it? Oh, no, that looks like blood. That looks like blood. What do you guys think? Yeah, that definitely looks like blood. And then we have a picture closer up. But they didn't find any of the victim's blood in his room. So even if that is blood, it's his. Right? At least that's what I thought. If they had the blood of the victims, I feel like we would have known about that. Oh, look, they opened it. You guys, it looks like they like cut it open. All right, what's this say real quick? 1 second. Yeah, I have to like hurry up because now my little beautiful nieces like Aunt Jamie. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, look, they did clean out the vacuum. So we know that they did their due diligence there. You guys, anybody that owns a vacuum, maybe it's just because there's 3 girls in my house, but I feel like this would have a hair around it or something. So although it doesn't look like he cleaned out the container inside, it does look like that was clean. Again, there's dirt all over there, which surprises me if you have OCD. There's more pictures. Look, I just feel like if he's a germaphobe, I don't know that I'd have all that there. I don't know, you guys. Let's see. Are we at the end? We have the water again. What is this? A fan again. These look like, oh, I think we're now getting into, oh, this is of course. So this is his desk. I'm like, oh, there's no more pictures. Meanwhile, his office. And I feel like there's stuff on the whiteboard. But maybe what I'll do is I'll go through these pictures. Oh, look at his name. How cute. Hello. Here goes that whiteboard. I'm going to have to go through and look at the whiteboard and see. Brian. What does that say? Something percent and then 74. Oh, it looks like 24 or 26 to 74%. Not young. Brian and not young. That's what that says, you guys. Oh, wow. 49% and 74. or 26% and 74%. I'm not sure which one it is, but I'll have to go through it later and look. They're definitely calling me. Hold on. I feel bad. I don't want to be an a-hole. I'm going to have to go through these later. But it says, take it easy. Don't give up. You guys, they covered it here that literally said Brian Koberger and not Young. These are more pictures of the room. Yeah, I'm going to have to go through. I don't know how you could be so careless and take and cover up or black out certain things. And then on the other end, leave it up. Sorry, you guys. My daughter wanted to go out. All right, what do we have here? Supreme Court decisions, gender, nature, nurture, walls of secrecy, stories of prison life. Interesting. And then we're back to Xana's car, I think. Oh, looking in the Range Rover. That's sad. To bring it full circle. All of their cars. Maddie's car, Ethan's car. I don't know whose car this is, but that's it. Okay. So here we go. All right, you guys. So listen, we went through. I think this was great. Thank you so much for the people that called in. Thank you to Sarah, to Cuff You, to Sarah, to Suma, to Sarah. Thank you, you guys. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for coming. Apparently, my mom's having a big barbecue and my sister's here and everything. So my daughter just came up and was like, Mom, come on. It's been 2 hours. And it has been. So I am going to go. But I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for showing up for me again. You're always here to support me. And I appreciate all of you. All of you have a fabulous Labor Day weekend.
Olivia DiGirolamo.
Oh, that's my niece Olivia calling. Have an amazing weekend, and I will see you later. Bye, you guys. Please like, subscribe, and share if you enjoyed this so that I can continue to bring you content. Thank you so much.